Hello guys, I hope everyone is well, and welcome to Road Notes. Man, what a day. You can probably tell I'm not in an RV. I'm not on my bicycle. Today we're going to go for a little ride on my motorcycle. Man, it's such beautiful weather that I just couldn't stay home. Just absolutely had to get out. Didn't really have a plan, but we're probably gonna head on over to Winter Garden, Florida.
Job, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, vintage friends on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro.
So that'll probably be the trip for today. Actually, Winter Garden is not that far from here, so well, here's my little motorcycle. It's just a fun little toy to have. It's a 2011 Interstate 1300cc, and it's just a great bike for just around town, or cruising, or whatever you want to do. Very reliable little bike. But anyways, Winter Garden is probably only 35 minutes from my house. It has a really nice historic downtown, and I figure I'll just ride through there and show it to you guys. So we're actually already are in the town of Winter Garden, and we'll be heading over to the downtown area. Oh yeah, nothing better than the old biker camaraderie. You know, everybody is just waving at each other, and I absolutely love that part of riding. Let me know in the comments below if you're riding too, and let me know where you live. Maybe you live anywhere nearby in Central Florida and we can hook up and ride together. Let me know. Yep, gotta look both ways. Alright, so we're getting into the historic downtown area of Winter Garden. Yeah, it's not quite the old cobblestone, but it's still a little shakier of a ride here. But Winter Garden, Saturday here, you can see they have farmers market here, which is awesome. I come here sometimes just to get fresh fruits and veggies. It's just a great event. That's every Saturday. And Winter Garden has lots and lots of little restaurants and cafes that you can chill out on. So it's definitely worth a visit if you're ever in the area. And like I said, I'm not going to stop today because I'm just out riding a little bit, but you can see what downtown looks like. See on the bunch of bicycles on the right, little cafe here on the right, people enjoying themselves sitting outside. That's what it's all about. if you ever are on your bicycle, Winter Garden is connected to the, I think it's called the Orange County Bike Trail or something like that. I'm on it a lot with my bicycle, but I don't know the exact name of it right now. But it's all connected. You can basically ride from Groveland or Clermont area all the way into Orlando and then some. And it all goes through Winter Garden too. So you never have to be really on the road. It's a dedicated bicycle path, which is absolutely beautiful to be on. Yeah, always got nice to your fellow pedestrian. And so that was downtown. We're going to swing around here and take you back through the other way. Yeah, you see a lot of cyclists trying to get from point A to point B. But yeah, this is pretty much it. It's a cool little spot. It's quiet out here today. It's a Sunday, so it's quiet. But I'm sure from just looking around it, you can see that, you know, you can have a good time here with family and friends, just sitting out at the cafe or going out to dinner. But definitely, if you're around here on Saturday, I would say go visit the farmers market. It's really cool. They got live music out there, really fresh fruits and veggies from local gardeners, and it's pretty cool.
Bright flashing by the street lights. Keep waiting till you've arrived. Let it unfold. Let it unfold.
All right, so we're heading back out of here. Now we're gonna go back towards Clermont. Probably gonna take the lake route that takes us through or around Lake Minneola and Lake Minnehaha, which, yeah, that's actually what they're called. Funny names. But you know, Central Florida has a lot of lakes, and Clermont especially, that is connected to the what's called the chain of lakes. I think they got 4 or 5 pretty good sized lakes, all connected with through canals and stuff with one another. So if you have a boat out here or a jet ski or something like that, you can go for days on end and have lots and lots of waterways to enjoy. And here on the right, we're back in Clermont now, and here on the right, see Lake Minneola. Lake Minneola, it's surrounded by a nice park, the Clermont City Beach. Yeah, they do some rowing. They have a rowing team out here. Actually, the Danish Olympic rowing team, they come out here several times a year and have their training camp. So it's pretty interesting. I see these guys work out at the gym all the time, and I've gotten to know a few over the years. And yeah, all around Lake Minneola, they have little parks, and you can, you know, park your car and go for a walk and play disc golf and have little cookouts and things like that. So it's pretty nice. And on the left side, you actually see that bicycle trail that I was talking about earlier. That's the same trail that you saw in Winter Garden. So it comes all the way to Clermont here and into Groveland, which is actually a town over from here still. So we're going to turn here onto Lakeshore. And yes, the name suggests it's going to go around the shore of Lake Minneola. And pretty expensive area here to live, as you can see on the right. Pretty nice looking places. And they've just done this road here. You can see this brand new asphalt. It's pretty sweet to ride on, I gotta say. For the people that don't know, Clermont, Florida is Central Florida. We're about 30 minutes northwest of Orlando, Florida, or Disney World. So we're just outside of Orlando. Used to be a little sleepy town, but over the years, of course, it's grown in leaps and bounds, and it's got more traffic, and you know what I'm saying. And here's Lakeshore Drive North. We're at the north end of Clermont. It's actually called Minneola, the township of Minneola. But it's all interconnected, and it's all part of Clermont, and I don't want to confuse anybody. But it's still, here on the right side, it's still Lake Minneola. This road takes us all the way around the lake. And people have pretty sweet lives here. They got their little docks and their little boats and their little fun water toys, and you're going to have a good time. Alright, so we're done with Lake Minneola, and we're back out at State Road 50, which is one of the two main arteries that go through Clermont. We have State Road 50 going from east to west, and State Road 27 going from north to south, and that's pretty much it out here. So these are my old stomping grounds. On the right side here you can see the big parking lot. That's where one of my gyms are that I go to. It used to be a Gold's Gym, and it's called CF Fitness or something like that. They just recently changed names. And here's the intersection to 50, State Road 50 and State Road 27, and we're gonna get on State Road 27 for just a few hundred yards actually before we make a turn right off of that. So we're gonna just zip around here real quick. And on the left side here, State Road 27. But like I said, at the first light, we're going to actually be turning to the right. And it looks like we've got a clear shot here, so we're going to make this turn, go down the road, and we're back on Lakeshore Drive this time. But instead of Lakeshore Drive North, we're now at the just Lakeshore Drive. Gets confusing, right? Every town has these. Use them repeatedly, but just put a north or a south or an east and a west to it, and you got to know where you're at. So this is just Lakeshore Drive. And to the right, you see a lake now, Lake Minnehaha. Minnehaha is one of the chain of lakes that I was talking about earlier that connects also to Lake Minneola. Here you can see some of these lakes, and they're pretty good size. And that's Lake Minnehaha on the right. Still nice houses here. Everybody has their little dock here. The houses are on the left side of the road, and their docks are on the right. So these guys here got to cross the road to get to their docks. So now we made a turn at the end of Lakeshore Drive, and we are now on Lakeshore Drive you guessed it, south, crossing the bridge of Lake Susan. And again, Lake Susan, part of the chain of lakes, all connected to Lake Minnehaha, and Lake Minnehaha to Lake Minneola. And like I said, if you have a boat out here, you can have a good time. And Lakeshore Drive is actually the road that I live on. So we're almost to the end here. I hope you like this video a little bit. Let me know in your comments below. And again, let me know if you ride also and where you live. Always like to know fellow motorcyclists. It would be like this that you give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to our channel. You know, we always have stuff like this, little motorcycle rides, bicycle rides, then we're out in our RV, of course, and we're always hitting the road. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and please, please, please subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.